It's 6 a.m. and we're near the summit of Mount Nebo, 9,000 feet above sea level. The air is thin, but the energy electric. And the Runtastic NEBO Marathon is about to get underway. Our challenge, 26.2 miles down Mount Nebo, a 5,000-foot descent, but don't knock it till you try it. Downhill running is a terror to your quads. Welcome to the Runtastic Mount Nebo Marathon. The morning started off with us getting on the buses. The buses are going to shuttle you off to point A, which is near the summit of Mount Nebo. The bus ride is going to take you about an hour, and it was long enough to make you remember how far a marathon actually is. There's a bunch of bathrooms up there, a bunch of porta potties for you to do your business in, and then you can give them your drop bags, get to the start line, and then they'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Of this race, the first 10 miles you can see here on the course map, it's not necessarily the downhill race course that they advertise. Yes, the whole course is downhill ultimately, but the first 10 miles you're going to be dealing with rolling hills. You'll probably get about an elevation gain of about 800 feet within these 10 miles, but you do descend.
You're doing great, man. This is the timing mat right here. So timing mat, go over, it buzzes, and then you run back. Good job, man. Good work. Website video. Website video. Website video for Angela.
Great job. Nice video.
Once you get off that trail, then you go back up one more hill, and then before you know it, you're at the halfway mark, where you'll know it's the halfway mark once you start seeing some cows. Now, despite it being a downhill course from this point forward, we were still 7,000 feet above sea level, and I'm not going to exaggerate when I say breathing is very hard, it's very laborious. This is one of the challenges of this course. You start 9,000 feet above sea level, and although you're descending, you are still oxygen deprived.
Okay, we just buzzed for 16, and I'm starting to feel like I can breathe a little better. We've descended quite a bit so far.
And this is a great part of the race too, because by this point you're starting to enter into the corral of all the people that did the half marathon event. So you get to go through, people are cheering you on, you're cheering them on, and they're spreading the energy.
Yeah, guys.
Way to go, Eric!
The next benchmark you're going to see when you get here is when you're exiting the valley. Once you get to this point, you've got about 3 miles left to go, and it's all flat. So no more running downhill, and your quads are crushed, your quads are destroyed, but you still have to run through these beautiful neighborhoods. It was flat, it was painful, and you can see here in my face, I just wanted it to be over, even with 1 mile left to go. And even though we were still running under a 7-minute per mile pace, it still felt like an eternity that last mile. But once you make your final turn heading into the finish line, all that pain goes away, and the excitement of finishing a marathon overshadows that. They come through, they got some great food, a lot of sponsors for this event, so there's plenty of things to eat when you finish. And if you do well enough in your respected event, you get awarded. There's age group awards and overall awards. If you are a top 3 overall finisher, then next year you get to come back with a complimentary entry. These were the best race directors I've worked with for all marathons I've ever done. Super professional, super helpful, and just super enthusiastic about the sport. And they love to give the joy of accomplishing something very difficult passed on to others. Would I do this event again? Yes, I would do this event again because of how well organized it was and how well ran it was. Downhill is exciting when you're going down it, but after 20-ish miles of running downhill, your quads are going to get jacked up. That's my precaution to you. Super great event. I would come back again next year, and I hope to see you guys there in 2026.